Dear student, class 8 English version. Today I am going to discuss about the chapter 1, Colonial Age and the Liberation War of Bengal. Though the European traders came to Bengal from the purpose of trade and commerce, where they came to subcontinent, I mean India, they came to Bengal for the purpose of trade and commerce. They came into our state power later. Among them, the British East India Company went a step ahead in competition. At that time, they ascended the throne of Bengal by defeating the Nawab of Bengal, Bihar, Orissa, Sirajudollah in 1757. The rule of the English continued in Bengal till 1947. Sirajudollah in Sirajudollah fighting with English company in 1757. The rule of the English continued in Bengal till 1947. 1757 to 1947, English continue their rule. The system of government which came into power in 1757 in Bengal is called colonial age. The rule of the English from 1757 to 1947 is known as colonial age. What do you mean by here is it? Here will be a question. Here can be a question. What do you mean by colonial age, and what is colonial age, or what is meant by colonial age? Lesson 1. The arrival of the Europeans in Bengal and the background of colonial rule. If any foreign power established its rule over any occupied country, generally it is not termed as colonial rule. In a colonial system, the foreign occupying forces don't come to exercise their power permanently. Actually, they know very well that leaving all their territories one day they will have to go back from where they came. But as long as they govern the country, they send a huge amount of money and riches to their own countries. After a certain period, when the local agitated people raise their voice against their rule and exploitation, or if they think that it is no more convenient to exercise power over a foreign country, they go back. Who was go back? English ruler. This kind of imposing rule over any foreign country by the occupying forces is known as setting up a colony, and this system of government is called the colonial rule. The British ruler occupied Bengal first. Who first occupied Bengal? British ruler. Indian subcontinent and started to rule over. Their ruling system is similar to the aforesaid definition. For this reason, the British rule exercised in Bengal and India is known as the colonial rule. British, where they exercise their power in Bengal and India is so we can say this system is known as the colonial rule. Long before the arrival of the British, some other external forces started to arrive in Bengal for the attraction of wealth and riches belonging to this fertile country. Because our country is very fertile. We are the part of the subcontinent of India, including the India and um, uh, South Asian country or subcontinent areas are very fertile land. The Aryans arrived in Bengal before the Christian. When did the Aryan arrived in Bengal? Christian era, but they did not exercise their ruling power here. The Maurya emperor of India, Ashoka the Great, occupied the northern part of Bengal in 300 BC before Christ. Ashoka, which part they occupied? Northern part of Bengal in which BC? 300 BC. At that time, the northern Bengal, known as Pundra Bardhan Bhukti, which was the name or what was the name of the northern part? Pundra Bardhan Bhukti, become the provenance of the Mauryans. After the Maurya rule, the Gupta dynasty takes over the rule of India. During the next 4 centuries, the North Bengal and some part of Southeast Bengal came under the rule of Gupta dynasty. Which part of North Bengal and some parts of South East Bengal came under the rule of Gupta dynasty. In 7th century, after the fall of the Guptas, the first independent state was established in the Bengal. Where is established the first independent state in Bengal? King Shashanka, the independent Bengali king, did not rule for long. Who was the independent king in Bengal? Shashanka. After his death, great anarchy had been prevailing for almost 100 years. How many years the anarchy prevailed in country? 100 years. In Shashanko, this is known as the age of Matsyanaya, the age of anarchy, which is called the Matsyanaya or known as Matsyanaya. When after his death, after the King Shashanka's death, great anarchy had been prevailed for almost 100 years. This time or this age is known as the age of Matsyanaya. It means the age of anarchy. Then a long-lasting Bengali state was established in the middle of the 8th century. The Bengali Pal king reigned for almost 400 years. How many years Pal kings ruled in Bengal? For almost 400 years. After the fall of the Pals, Bengal went under the rule of foreigner. Again at the end of 11th century, In which century Bengali went under the foreigners? 11th century. Coming from Karnataka of South India, the king of Sen dynasty occupied. Where did Sen king come from? Karnataka of southern India. The rule of the Sen came to an end at the hand of the external Muslim forces. Turkish military ruler Ikhtiar Muhammad Bakhtiar Khilji. Who was the Ikhtiar Muhammad Bakhtiar Khilji? Turkish military ruler. Occupied a small section of Bengal after defeating Sen king Lakshman Sen, who ruled at that time when Turkish ruler Ikhtiar Muhammad Bakhtiar Khilji occupied Bengal. Lakshman Sen. The Nadia region to the west of Bengal. Where is situated Nadia? West of Bengal, and some part of northern Bengal were under the reign and control of Bakhtiar Khilji from 1204 to 1206 AD. After the East Bengal was under the rule of the Sen rulers for a long period. Control of Bakhtiar Khilji from 1204 to 1206. But through the reign of Bakhtiar Khilji, the rule of the Turkish sultans was made easier. Bakhtiar Khilji died in. When did Bakhtiar Khilji die? In 1206. From 1206 to 1338 AD, the Muslim rule was expanding throughout Bengal. By this time, 3 provinces of the Muslim sultans of Delhi were established in 3 sections of Bengal. These provinces, what are the 3 provinces of Muslim sultans of Delhi? The 3 provinces of section were called Iqlims in Farsi, the Persian language. Iqlim in Farsi, Persian language. These were respectively Iqlim Lakhnauti, established in northern Bengal, Iqlim Shadgaon, and western Bengal, Iqlim Sonargaon in eastern Bengal. In 1338, the ruler of Sonargaon, Fakhruddin Muhammad Shah, rebelled against the Muslim Sultan of Delhi and declared independence. He established the system of having an independent sultan in Bengal, which lasted for 200 years. Who established the system having an independent sultan? Fakhruddin Mubarak Shah. In 1538, this independent sultanate came into an end, though the sultans were non-Bengali rulers. Who is the non-Bengali? Who was the non-Bengali rulers? Fakhruddin Mubarak Shah. They exercised good governance and nobody returned to his own country. Before that, foreign Mughals occupied Delhi. After the Sultanate came into end, then Mughal occupied Delhi. Mughal Emperor Humayun occupied Gaura in northern Bengal. Which part um, Emperor Humayun occupied Gaura in northern Bengal? Iklim Lakhnauti in 1538 AD. He could not establish Mughal rule in Bengal then because the Afghan ruler of Bihar, Shesha Shur, drove Humayun away first from Bengal and afterwards from India. And who occupied the power? Actually, Afghan ruler Sheshashur drove Humayun away from Bengal and afterwards from India. In this phase, the throne of Bengal went to the hand of non-Bengali Afghan. Actually, Bengali power and a lot of various type of ruler ruled in Bengal. English, Mughals, Afghan, and look, the Mughals organized themselves in India again in 1576. The reign of Emperor Akbar the Great, many part of western Bengal and northern Bengal came under the reign of the Mughals. But they could not occupy eastern Bengal, today's Bangladesh, very easily. The 12 Jamindar, very important, the 12 Jamindars of East Bengal, popularly known as Baro Bhuyan. Who were the Baro Bhuyan? The 12 Jamindar of East Bengal, popularly known as Baro Bhuyan, racist Mughals attacked in a body. Man Singh, the commander of Mughal Emperor Akbar. Who was the Man Singh? Man Singh, Emperor of Akbar, tried to defeat Isa Khan, leader of the Baro Bhuyan. Who was the leader of Baro Bhuyan? Isa Khan. But he could not. In 1610, during the reign of Emperor Jahangir, Mughal Subadar Islam Khan defeated Baro Bhuyan and occupied Dhaka. Thus the Mughals took the possession of Bengal. These foreign Mughal rule continued till the middle of the 18th century. In 1757, with the fall of Nawab Siraj-ud-Dowla in the Battle of Palashim, the rule of the Mughal dynasty finally came to an end. In this period, the power of ruling Bengal was captured by another foreign force. The European power started to rule over this territory. Lesson 2. The expansion of European trade in Bengal. We all know that the economic condition of some European countries flourished for the discovery of mineral resources, expansion of sea trade and development in technical, commercial field. The internal economic condition and economic organization of those centuries started to be stronger, but it became important for them to look for raw materials and markets for selling their products. Very important, in 1498, Vasco da Gama, a Portuguese sailor, reached Calicut, port of South India. This incident gave a chance for other countries to contest in the competition of expanding trade and commerce in India. Al-Bukraq, an experienced sailor, captured the entire trade of India by taking control of the Indian Ocean. A peace agreement was signed in 1648 among some European warring nations. This agreement, which is the agreement, what is called this agreement? This agreement is called Westphalia's Accord. Peace was restored after the signing of this agreement, and such many European nations set up for trade and commerce with new vigor and energy. India became the target of many of these nations. Silk and many other fine cloths and different spices of Bengal were the chief attraction for them. This brought about a momentum in the trade of Bengal after a long time. Export income of Bengal stood at about 2 lakh pound or 18 lakh only the England during 4 years from 1680 to 83. The foreign merchants established big industries and earned a huge profit. They could so by combining their capital and technical knowledge by the employing local workers to work hard. With the passage of time, English merchants became more important than the Portuguese. Beside the French, the Danish, the Dutch merchants also established industries and conduct business in Bengal. We can have a short description of foreign merchants, investment and business, even from the description of the foreign tourists. French tourist Barnard wrote in 1666 the Dutch sometimes employed 700 to 800 workers in their silk factory and Kashim Bazar. The English and the merchant of other nations also conduct business of this time. French tourist Barnard also mentioned 22,000 bales of silk were produced every year only at Kashim Bazar. Actually, Barnard described the hot time and running business in this way. The English merchant realized they could get maximum facilities if they could make permanent settlement. During this time, European trade centers at Kolkata, Chandanagar, Chuchura, Kashim Bazar started to flourish rapidly. With the flourishing of their trade center, the English merchants also started to smuggle capital from Bengal before the Battle of Plassey and during the tenure of Mir Jafar and Mir Qasim. Actually, the English traders came to some continent for trade, and at last they got the power, and they realized if they carry it properly, they would get maximum facilities, and they think they could make permanent settlement. For this reason, they set up the trade center at Kolkata, Chandanagar, Chuchura, Kashim Bazar started to flourish rapidly. William Hajjaj came at Hooghly in 1682 as the governor of the English companies in Bengal. At that time, many of Mughals employees of Bengal become corrupted regarding revenue collection. The British companies incurred great financial loss due to this corruption. Comprehending the situation, Hajjaj wrote a letter 1686 to the King of England, King James II, convincing him to send soldiers from England to take preparation for battle. The Mughal had fought several battles and the English from 1687 to 1690, and finally the English could ensure their commercial benefit. They got permission for running their business as well as keeping their soldiers. At the same time, the British established their province over other contesting European power. Causes of victory of colonial power in Bengal. After the death of Nawab Alipuddin Khan, it is very important paragraph. Look, his grandson Sirajuddaula was thrown Nawab at the age of 22. What was the age of Sirajuddaula? 22. Just after his coronation, he had to face two major problems. One was the difficult task of facing the English with their increasing power and addressing the attack of Marathas. The other was to resist the conspiracy of his eldest maternal aunt Ghasiti Begum. The commander-in-chief, who was the commander-in-chief of Sirajuddaula, Mir Jafar Ali Khan, and some other close associates. Siraj had also to face a third opposition. A power-greedy Indian business community emerged at big business centers with the expansion of economic activities. The Marwaris who came to Bengal from Rajputna belonged to this community. They also joined the English in the plot against the North for their commercial benefit. The result of this was the defeat and tragic death of Nawab of Bangla, Bihar, Odisha at the Battle of Plassey, and defeat of Bengal at the hand of English. Thus began the era of direct colonial rule in Bengal. Now we need to look back once again to understand the cause of colonial rules. The people of Bengal had been the victim of oppression and exploitation during the long reign of foreign rulers, except for 200 years of sultani rule. They had negative attitude and indifference to their rulers. The death of the Nawab, the end of independence, had no impact on them. Actually they a victim of oppression, so they have no headache which era is end and who has no more, who was no more. As a result of capital outflow, the poverty of the people was very acute, and a total interior prevailed in the village communities. So the people had no interest in utilizing the opportunities created by expansion of trade. The people had neither political nor social ability to comprehend the increasing economic and military power of the English. The internal intrigue and conspiracy among rulers of Bengal were too deep rooted for the young and inexperienced Nawab to face. So there is no impact on them. These are the causes. So we already discussed 1, 2 and 3 lesson of chapter 1. Read properly. If you have any problem, please contact with me. Allah Hafiz.